Hi everybody, it's Cricket from Woolly Cricket. It is warm today. A multitude of tank tops. I'm trying to get used to what I can wear, what I can't wear. I guess cleaning up the yard and picking up dog poop, I can wear whatever, right? I'm going to pull this out and clean my glasses so I can see you. I can see you better. Can't see you anyway, can I? I pretend like I can sometimes because I miss talking to people. Okay. Oh, now then. That's better. No glare? Look, look. I need a facelift. I need a facelift. Okay. Let's get started. Welcome, everybody that's coming back. Welcome to anyone that's new. I adore you guys. I miss you guys. And it is Saturday. Recording for Sunday. So, let's just jump right into it. We'll go with my whips. And I don't have any, well, these are finished objects, but I'm just going to show you them because they go with the blanket that I'm working on. So I will show you that in a minute. I think you've done seen it, and you saw the yarn, but you've not seen the blanket started. So this is the last pair of the doctors, nurses, socks that for my husband. His nurses and his doctors have been amazing, and I wanted to just knit a pair of something to say thank you. So I will give them to them around Christmas, maybe. I do start out with 12 stitches on each needle. What is it, a Joji's Magic Cast On, where you do the sort of figure 8 thing. Start out with 24 stitches total, and I go up to 60. I use a size 0, which is a 2.0 millimeter. I do 65 rows for their foot. Mine is 45 rows, and I wear a size 5, so they wear 7, 8, 6, 7, something around there. I do a short row heel, and I did it in the blue instead of the cream. I'm going to go up the leg like 70, 75 rows, and then do 15 to 20 1x1 ribs in, I'm thinking the cream. So it'll be cream on the toe and the cuff, and then a blue heel. Okay, so that is, I worked on it a couple days. And I worked on it when we went to the doctor yesterday. And his DECA scan turned out good as far as I can tell. They didn't seem to have any problems, but they said the radiologist would let us know. So that's the only update I've got on that. Okay, you saw this last time. It's a blush, little hat. I don't have anything to put it on, so all my little stuffed animals are too little for you to be able to see it, but it's got the little ear flaps. And then the little, I think this is a petite knit zipper sweater. Pretty sure that's a petite knit zipper sweater. So that's in the blush with a baby pink zipper. So that will go in a box, or let me see if I can explain this with it so it makes sense. Let me get a drink. Sorry, my mouth is dry. I've been working in the yard all day and in the house and doing clothes, trying to get ready. My husband's bag's packed for surgery, and I'm a little antsy, so sorry. Let me get a drink. Look at my hair. It's all over the place. You can tell the wind got up this evening because it blew my scraggly hair everywhere. I didn't dress up for you guys. Is that okay? I want you to feel just like you were coming to my house because this is the way I am. You're welcome to come to my house. Okay, what I'm going to do is I'm going to do a hat, a zipper sweater, one of the onesies of in some color. I'm going to do a blanket, a few pairs of little socks. That way, if someone wants to do a gift, then they can pick and choose what they want to go in the box. And I will give them a couple box options because I have several boxes that I've bought for that kind of thing. I think this would be, if I was buying a gift for someone special and I didn't really have the time to make it, then that's something that I think that I would do. I would go on there and go, okay, I like this box, and it's this size by that size. I'm pretty sure all this can fit in it, and then have it shipped to either me or the recipient. So, okay, this is the color, and it looks a little more orange in here at this light. This light is awful. It doesn't show colors very well. But this is what I've got done in 2 days. It's got some, maybe I can back it up. Oh, that's a little better. That's closer to the colors. So that'll be the blanket that goes, or can go with that set. And I will pull some of the other oranges and the corals from this and make other pieces so people can pick. That's the first ball of yarn. And I'm hoping, if my calculations were close, it's going to be roughly 36 inches wide and 42 inches long. So that's part of that set, and I will be adding to that as I get things done. As I get the blanket done, then I will add to that. And when I get the socks done, then when I get the doctors and the nurses' socks done, then I'm going to do socks that are just the toe and the cuff and a long tube. And then what color I think will go with the heel, I will put in with the package and do a cut-in heel for whatever size the person needs. So my thoughts on that, it's sort of like the box gift sets for the baby showers or baby people, or it can be bigger than a newborn. It don't have to be a baby shower. It can be a second birthday gift or whatever, because my blankets are going to be a little bit bigger than babies. I hope. I hope. But I have several of these little boxes. I think I've showed them to you. And they're empty. They're empty. Oh, I didn't see that color. Maybe I'll make one this color. And I think, I don't have any right here close. Socks that's already made. I was going to say about how many pair. I think I can get 4 or 5 pair of socks in this box. And I'm going to show you the colors and see what you think. So I don't know how I'm gonna do these in just different colors or what. I think that one might work because it's got some of the blues and the pinks and the creams. So I could do a set with this and pull out a color to do maybe the toes and the cuffs, and that'll give me a little bit more of this to make sure I've got plenty. I'll weigh these when I get through and see how much I've used on that, just to see. So that may be one pair by itself. And then I have a solid, tell me what you think about these colors with this box. So that would be 2 pair. And then I have sort of there's not really a gold in here, but it has little accents of a gold. And I have that, which will be like a mini. And I think all these are little squirrel yarn that I got in my Advent. So I'm going to just show you. I pulled out some of these. And then I may run across some other colors. There's how can I do this where you can see it? A light green, sort of a burgundy color, the pale yellow, baby pink. There's a pink one over here. There's a pink one there. Green for the leaves, and this is a darker purple. So that's some of the colors I pulled out to possibly make. I think that'll make 5 pairs of socks. Let's see, these are 20 gram. So yeah, 20 gram. 40, 60. Oh, 80, 100. That's 100 grams. So that's a pair of socks at least a pair of socks. So that's one. And then you're going to have one pair of each of these with a little leftover. So that'll be three. Three. Get that in the box. I don't know that all that'll fit in the box. And then I've got these two pulled out. So that's 20 and this is 30. So that's 50 with the little bits of leftovers from these. Then that should be 4 pair. And maybe a start on the 5th pair. And I may pull in just a, like the cream, like a cream color. And do a stripe of whatever's left over. And make 5 pair. So it would be, it would only have 1 pair of solid. And then 4 variegated colors or striped colors or blocked, depending on how that sort of goes. But what do you think? Do I need 2 pairs of solid? Do I need to pull another, make another solid pair? Or do you think all the colors would be good with that box since it has a lot of colors? Let me know your thoughts. I always like someone else's opinion on things like that. So, there you go. That's let me see if there's a, if I don't, I will lose them and then I'll be going crazy and not know where they are. Okay. I have other colors. That probably wouldn't work. But these are DKs and they might do a heavier pair of socks. I've got three. This is really a very light lilac, and this is a little darker, and then that's sort of a mauve purple. So that might make a pair of, 1 pair of heavier socks. Or bed socks. I had a pattern for bed socks somewhere that you know, you just slip them on like little house shoes. I didn't like the pattern. I think it's beautiful, but if you guys have noticed anything at all about me is I don't like to seam at all. If I can figure a way out to not seam something, I'm going to do that. I'm definitely going to do that. I'm not going to seam it if I don't have to. So, what do you think? 2 tank tops? Is it okay for the yard work in the warm? Good. Okay. Let's see. Kathy in Canada wants us to do this sweater together. The problem is I don't have any DK weight. I have worsted weight, I have lace weight, and my biggest collection is fingering weight. So, with it being 2 color work, that would mean I would have to use 4. 4 fingering weight and do color work. And I'm not sure that I want to do that. I may have to wait and pick up some yarn that I would like to do that with. I don't know. I like it. It's okay, but I'm not crazy about it. Let me see if I can find one. Let me show you the kind of stuff I'm crazy about. Let me see. Surely to goodness I can show you something that's, you'll get an idea of what I like. Maybe I've not saved anything that I like. Maybe I've got everything that everybody else likes. That would be normal for me, wouldn't it? Absolutely. Okay. No. I'm sorry, guys. Okay. This is not exactly right, but it's close. So, I hope you can see that. That's me. I'm plain like an old shoe. Classic. I like things that Okay, then let me get you this one. This is one I bought. I don't even remember when I bought it or where I bought it or anything. And I may put it on because it's getting a little cool now that the wind's picked up. But this is the type of sweater that I like. It's plain. This will never go out of style. No matter what. Pull my glasses off because I'll get them stuck in my sweater and then I'll be running around going, where's my glasses? Pull my ponytail down. Now, that's better. Little toastier. Now, and y'all don't have to see my double tank top t-shirts. Okay, this is more me. That's more Kathy. And she wants me to knit sweaters with her. And I think she wants me to knit the sweaters with her basically because she messes up a lot of sweaters. And it's really not that she can't knit. She can knit. She just tries to make do with what she has. And sometimes you just can't do that. So, anyway. I'm at this point, like I've been telling you guys, I'm trying to make things that possibly will sell so I can pay hospital bills and doctor bills and anesthesia bills and radiology bills and pathology bills. And the bill list goes on, hospital bills, goes on and on and on. So, I don't know. I really don't know if I've got the time or the brain capacity to knit something for myself. I'm not usually a very selfish knitter. I will pick up a shirt like this somewhere on a clearance rack. I'm pretty sure, because that's the way I shop. I have went with Echo to we have what we call the Restore and Arc and Goodwill, where they have a lot of sweaters and things that are gorgeous. And now that I've lost weight, I can find things a little easier. So I can go in there and give $2.99 for a sweater that's in good or great condition, bring it home and wash it and wear it for another 5, 10, 15, 20 years if I live that long. And then my son can try to figure out what to do with it when I'm gone. Like he's going to have to do my yarn. He does have instructions though. The stuff in the closet is acrylic. You can either give that away, throw it away, whatever you want to do. The stuff in the chest, both chest, the basket, and the ottomans is good yarn. Don't throw it away. Sell it half price, whatever you want to get for it. But don't throw it away. It's good yarn. Okay. Now, I would love it, love it, love it, love it if you guys would show me what you're working on. That way I can get some inspiration from you guys. Okay, I have, these are old. This yarn here is old. I pat that out of screen like you can see what I'm talking about. This yarn that I just showed you is old stash, except for the little squirrel. I want to call her Little Cotton Rabbit because I've watched Julie's Little Cotton Rabbit patterns for a long time. She does beautiful patterns. Have you ever tried amigurumi? Smalls, little stuffed animals in knitting or crocheting? How the heck do you get the stupid faces to look right? I mean, I've done bunny rabbits and things like that, and no matter what I do, its little face goes, ooh, ooh, or its eyes are one's up here and one's down there. Or I'm like, it don't look right. What do you do? What do you do? How do you get that to look right? I don't know how they do it. Maybe I should keep trying, but I want to make them. They're so cute, but mine don't turn out cute. Mine turn out really scary. They're scary, really scary. Okay, we went to the hospital, did his DECA scans, which is bone density scans, make sure everything's okay. And he said, "You've never been to a yarn store outside of our little area." And I didn't even know there was real yarn stores, like real yarn stores, until the Loopy U came here. I had always shopped at Joann's, Michael's, Hobby Lobby, AC Moore, I think was another craft store that was in some of the other places when we were on the truck and traveling all the time. I think that's all, pretty much. Any other place that had yarn. Sometimes they would carry sock yarn that was good yarn, but most of the time they had cottons or acrylics. I didn't know there was a such thing as a good yarn store until a friend called me and said, "The Loopy U is having a grand opening in Fort Collins. Do you want to go?" And I went, "Sure." So we went, and I was exposed to the finer side of knitting. Not that there's anything wrong with acrylics. Don't get me wrong. I love my acrylics, especially like this stuff with the little kid stuff. Because if you do it with mamas and daddies that have new babies or toddlers, do not have time to hand wash and block and lay out a finer wool, alpaca, angora, whatever, silk mohair, acrylic. They can throw that in the washing machine. They can stain stick that stuff. It's like, okay, they've got to be able to actually use it, wash it, dry it, use it. So I do most of my baby stuff in acrylic. And when we were at the hospital, my husband says, "You've never been anywhere but the Loopy and my sister knits." And I went, "Yeah." And he said, "While we're here, why don't you look and see what's close that might be interesting?" And I said, "Okay, well, I'm going to go in here and do this and get these prescriptions and things for you. Why don't you look while I'm going in and getting that?" So he did. And he looked at one, and it looked like an old general store. And I meant to look up her name, who the owner was. Let me see if I can find it right quick. Sorry, guys, I'm just not with it today. Not at all. Okay. Let's see if it tells me. Who is the owner? The name of the shop is called The Lamb Shop. Barb, Beb. I'm sure she told me. You know I'm terrible with names, right? You guys know that. won't it tell me? Does anybody know? You don't even know what I'm talking about, do you? I don't know. I don't know her name, but she was amazing. I don't know. I can't. Well, maybe I can figure it out later, but she was a beautiful lady. She spent a lot of time helping me find yarn that I wanted. The store was amazing. The people that were there knitting, it was Friday. They were so sweet and nice and helpful. They helped me pick out colors. So I've got a design in my head, and I had colors, but I don't think I wanted those colors. So I'll show you what I got. Show you what I'm working with. Once I get it untangled here. There it is. Okay. And I've never used this yarn before. It's Juniper Moon Farm Moonshine Fine, Baby Alpaca, Organic Silk, Highland Wool, and Recycled Nylon. It's 3.52 ounces, 100 grams, 437 yards, and it's a 2 fine. This is going to be my main color. This is going to be my next color, and then I will have, there's my, is it my receipt? No, that's a Walmart receipt. I don't care who checked me out at Walmart, and this will probably be just a pop of color in between these two, just sporadically. This color is, I don't know if it has a color name or not. This is called Mist 1012. That's Mist. This one is called 1027, and it doesn't actually give a name. The green one. And then this one is 1032, and it doesn't actually give a name either. So that's what I want to work with. I just need to figure out first, because I will be starting with a 1x1 ribbed collar, and I'm thinking that will be what I will start pretty soon for the pattern, and I will probably make one. And it's going to be a really simple, it's going to be all over color work, but it's going to be a really simple design. So that's all I've got to show you guys for today. Unless you've got questions, please put them down in the comments. I don't leave anything much in the descriptions, because most of the stuff you've seen a million times. I'm lazy. I don't even really edit these. I just put them up. You get them the way that I have time to give them to you. So if I get better at this and learn to edit, then I can do that, and it will be better. So I will try to do better for you. I miss you guys. Let's see. I will be here next Sunday. You'll have a show, video, recording, whatever you want to call it. Movie and popcorn and a show. And then the next weekend, let's see, I think Ricky's surgery is on Tuesday. So I hope that I'll be home by the weekend. If not, when I come home, I will try to do a short video to just tell you guys what's going on, how things are going, when I will be back home. Tanner's going to take care of Kylo and his puppy, and Echo said she would come back and forth and check the doggies. And I'm still planning on getting Echo on here one day when she has a little more time. When it's this time of year, she has a lot of chickens and a lot of animals, and she does a lot of work. So I love her dearly. I love Kathy dearly too. Kathy it's just a different relationship with Kathy. And yeah, I'm here a lot by myself, talking to myself, knitting by myself. I know everybody has a lot to do, and I get attached really easily to people that I like. If I don't like them, I don't attach myself to them very easily. But if I like you, then I attach myself. I'm like a leech. But then I want to control a lot of time. I think is it's hard. It's hard for them. It's probably hard for me because I miss them terribly when I miss them, when I love them that much. And they have their own lives. It's like your kids. They have their own lives. They don't need mom and dad anymore. And sometimes it's hard for me to understand, because I want to be around them. I miss them. I love them. I want to make sure they're happy and safe and fed, and everybody's okay. So I've got to find, well, I'm thinking about it. Thank you for reminding me. I need to see if they have size 0 wooden knitting needles, because I can't take my 9-inch circulars with that little metal tip on it to the hospital. So I may have to knit less stitches on size 1s, because I have size 1s. I do have size 1s in little wooden needles. So we will see what I'll do. I've got 10 days to figure it out. So, okay, I'm going to turn this off. I'm going to turn my face this way so you only get to see part of my droopy face and my flyaway hair. I hope you guys have a good week. I love you guys, and I will talk to you soon. Show me what you're working on. Bye.